Assalamualaikum students, I am Shiza Noor, your science teacher, and I welcome you all to DPS online classes. I hope you are all fine. This is your lecture number 13 from chapter number 5, Chemical Reactions. By the end of today's lesson, you all will be able to describe the applications of chemical reactions. You will be able to explain the formation of iron sulfide and rusting of iron with the help of experiment. And you will also be able to define fermentation reaction. So let's start our topic, that is chemical reactions, and the main contents that we are going to discuss today are applications of chemical reactions. In the previous lecture, you have studied about the chemical reactions. A change in a substance during which entirely new substance with different chemical composition and different chemical properties are formed is called a chemical change. Chemical change is always brought about by chemical reaction, as you have studied in your previous lecture. Now, how does this chemical change occur and what causes a chemical reaction? The reactants and the products. Substances which take part in a chemical reaction are called reactants, and the substances which are formed as a result of any reaction are called products. Burning of coal, natural gas, these are all common examples of chemical reaction which take place in our environment. Here you can see an example of chemical reaction. This is methane gas, oxygen, which both combine together to form new products, carbon dioxide and water. The carbon atom of methane gets attached with two atoms of oxygen to give out carbon dioxide, while the hydrogen atoms of the methane attach themselves with the oxygen to form water vapors. Here you can see water is formed. So these two are the reactants and these two are the products. And overall, this is called a chemical change or a chemical reaction. Now let's move towards our today's topic, that is applications of chemical reaction. So students, there are a number of applications of chemical reaction that takes place in our environment. For example, burning of fuel, natural gas, petrol, respiration and photosynthesis, which are two important procedures that take place in our environment, are very common examples of chemical reaction which takes place everywhere in our environment. So these are very common applications of chemical reactions. First of all, we are going to discuss about the burning of fuel, which is very important in our environment. Fuel, for example, natural gas, petrol, these are all different kinds of fuels. So these fuels on its burning in vehicle engine produces different gases, because we use petrol in our cars or our car engines, which when burned produces different gases. Now what does these gases do? The gases so produced develop pressure to move the piston inside the engine to run the vehicle, which means a vehicle can only run when there is a burning of fuel. Similarly, heat produced during burning of fuel in our kitchens, that is used to cook the food. And heat produced during burning of fuel in industries or factories is used to produce steam from water. So burning of fuel is very important at industrial level, commercial level or at domestic level. Now move towards another application of chemical reaction, that is photosynthesis. You have been studying about photosynthesis since your very early classes, that it is a process that takes place in plants. And it is actually a process in which plants prepare their own food using sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. So during photosynthesis in plants, carbon dioxide and water, both these are reactants, okay? So carbon dioxide and water, they both react to produce glucose, sugar, and oxygen also. So glucose and oxygen are the products of this reaction. This reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight and a green pigment called chlorophyll, which is present in the leaves of plants. So using the sunlight, carbon dioxide and water, plant produces two important products, carbohydrates, which means sugar, glucose, and oxygen. Here is the equation of photosynthesis, in which we have two reactants, carbon dioxide and water. Both these reactants react with each other in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and they produces two important products, that is glucose C6H12O6 and oxygen gas. Now we are going to discuss another important application of chemical reaction that takes place in our environment, which is respiration. It is another important reaction that takes place in plants. During respiration, the oxygen of air reacts with glucose, which is food in the plants, to produce carbon dioxide and water. Now, in this reaction, oxygen and glucose are the reactants. Alright, and the products are carbon dioxide and water. You can say this is an opposite equation of photosynthesis. As you can see here, in respiration, glucose and oxygen will act as reactants, and the products are carbon dioxide, water, and some amount of energy. So, cellular respiration is very important application of chemical reaction, in which glucose and oxygen react together to form carbon dioxide and water. Also some energy. The energy produced during this reaction is used to perform all the body function in living organisms. In our body also, we all use respiration to produce energy. Also the plants, they use this process to produce energy. So here we have studied three different applications of chemical reaction. Now we are going to discuss another application of chemical reaction, that is fermentation. So students, fermentation is a kind of new chemical reaction for you all. It is a very old process that have been used from centuries, and people use this process to produce different dairy products. Conversion of milk into yogurt, as you have seen in your daily life, and formation of baking products that you eat. They both involve the chemical changes which are brought about by microorganisms. Okay, so in fermentation, different microorganisms are used to do these two processes, that is conversion of milk into yogurt and also the formation of different baking products. So such chemical changes or such chemical reactions are called fermentation reaction. Now what kind of microorganisms can be used to do these two processes? So microorganisms like bacteria, which is very common, and yeast, they both are used in fermentation, in producing the baking products or in converting the milk into yogurt. So students, these are all the applications of chemical reaction. Now we are going to study the formation of iron sulfide. This is a common example of chemical reaction. First of all, for this reaction, we need some apparatus or material: china dish, a burner, tripod stand, sulfur powder, or iron turnings. Now what you are going to do, first of all, take a few iron turnings and a small amount of sulfur powder in a china dish. You will put both these reactants in a china dish. Now heat the contents of china dish for a few minutes. Okay, as you can see in this picture, here we have a Bunsen burner which will provide heat to both these reactants. We have used two reactants, iron and sulfur powder. Now stop heating and observe the contents in the china dish, and then you will record your observation. What will we see in this reaction? The iron will react with sulfur on heating and it will produce a product which is called iron sulfide. So this is a kind of chemical reaction in which two reactants react together to form a product. So as a result, iron reacts with sulfur on heating, and the result of this reaction is the formation of a black mass. As you can see here, this black mass is iron sulfide. So this is how iron sulfide is formed. Now we are going to discuss another example of chemical reaction, which is rusting of iron, which is also very common in our environment. For this experiment, you need a test tube, some iron nails and water. First of all, take some iron nails in the test tube Here you can see this is a test tube. We have taken a little amount of water and some iron nails. Add a little water in the test tube in such a way that the iron nails are not fully dipped. As you can see here, only a partial portion of iron nails are dipped into the water. Leave the nails in the test tube partially dipped in water. Observe the nails after 2 days and then record your observation. Now what will happen with these nails? Iron will react with oxygen of the air to form iron oxide. We have two reactants here, iron, these iron nails, okay, and oxygen, which is present in the air around this test tube. So the iron will react with the oxygen of the air to form a product which is iron oxide. This reaction is called rusting of iron, and it takes place in the presence of moisture because we have dipped the iron nails in the water. Also the air is present around it, so this creates some moisture there. And in this condition, iron will react with oxygen to form iron oxide, and this reaction is called rusting of iron. Students, this was all about today's topic. Now we are going to overview our lecture. In today's lecture, we have discussed different applications of chemical reaction. We have studied the burning of fuel, for example, natural gas and petrol, which can be used in our homes, in car, engines, etc. Similarly, we have studied the fermentation reaction, which is also very important to produce different baking products and to convert the milk into yogurt. And to do so, we need some microorganisms like bacteria and yeast. Yeast is basically a fungus. Then we have studied other two important reactions, that is photosynthesis and respiration. First of all, carbon dioxide and water react together to form glucose and oxygen, which is a process called photosynthesis. Then this glucose and oxygen react together to form carbon dioxide and water with the release of energy, and this reaction is called respiration. So this was all about the applications of chemical reaction. Then we have studied the two common examples of chemical reaction. First of all, we have studied the formation of iron sulfide. We have two reactants in this, sulfur and iron. Both of these react together in the presence of heat to form iron sulfide, a black mass. Then we have studied about the rusting of iron. In this reaction, iron reacts with oxygen of the air to form ferrous oxide or iron oxide, which is the chemical reaction called rusting of iron. Students, now we are going to do some multiple choice questions related to this topic. Number 1, during photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water react to produce. The options are glucose, oxygen, both A and B, or heat. The correct answer is both A and B, which means glucose and oxygen. Number 2, conversion of milk into yogurt is a chemical reaction called. The options are respiration, burning, rusting, or fermentation. The correct answer is fermentation. Number 3, iron reacts with oxygen of air to form. The options are iron sulfide, iron oxide, iron chloride, or none of these. The correct answer is iron oxide. Now we are going to discuss the short question answers of this topic. Number 1, how burning of fuel helps the vehicle to run. At the start of our lecture, we have studied the application of chemical reaction, that is burning of fuel, in which we have studied the burning of fuel causes the pressure which moves the piston of the engine to run the vehicle. Number 2, write down the equation of photosynthesis and respiration. In this lecture, we have studied the two equations of photosynthesis and respiration both. You will write both these equations. Number 3, what is fermentation reaction? In our lecture, we have studied the fermentation reaction, that is the conversion of milk into yogurt, and the formation of baking products with the help of some microorganism is a chemical reaction called fermentation. Number 4, what happens when iron reacts with sulfur on heating? we have studied a complete experiment on the reaction of iron and sulfur. In this question, you will write that iron and sulfur both react with each other on heating and produces iron sulfide. Number 5, how rusting of iron takes place. We have studied the example of rusting of iron, that iron reacts with the oxygen of air to form iron oxide. This chemical change is basically called rusting of iron. Now let us discuss the long question of this topic. Number 1, describe the applications of chemical reactions. In this question, you will write down all the applications which we have studied in today's lecture by mentioning the proper headings. So students, this was all about today's topic. I hope you're clear with all the concepts. Thank you so much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.